Hi guys, I'm Josh,
And I'm Joseph.
and welcome back to We Are Nerd. Now today what we want to go ahead and do is showcase some of the pops that we have in our collection that have a little bit of more sentimental value to us, as well as, it may just have regular value to us. But we just kind of wanted to showcase as pop collectors what we have and, just show you kind of what we collect.
Yeah, and this is the top pops that we have in our own collection, and it's not in any particular
Mm-hmm.
order. It's just really just us showing us what we have in our collection and what holds us more dear
Mm-hmm.
to us. And we'll be showing off some more pops whenever our collection expands. But right
Right,
now, we're
right,
just in this video. We just wanted to show off a quick of our Funko Pop
right,
collectibles.
right. We just kind of wanted to give you just a little taste of what we have in our collection. Now, do keep in mind these lists aren't really in order. So if
Mm-mm.
we say one's at number 5 or something, it's not that we hold that at less value than any other one. We're just kind of showing you what they are in
And it
whatever
also
order they
helps
come
us
up to.
keep count,
It also helps us keep count. So, yeah, continuity.
continuity.
Anyway, but let's get into the first one.
Want to get started?
Yeah, sure. I'll get started. Now, kicking off with our first pops here, this is actually going to be a set of 3. Now, the reason that I picked these 3 for the first set of pops is that these were all gifts. Now, just because they're all gifts doesn't mean that, oh, I just picked them because they're gifts. No, I really like these pops. For example, this Coraline is a diamond collection, and it was one that I was really, really looking for. And actually, I was lucky enough that someone got it for me for Christmas.
The movie freaked me out.
Well, a little bit, yeah. It can be a little creepier. And this nun is actually something that I hold very dear because with this nun, me and my family have this running joke because we watched all of the Annabelle series and all the Conjuring, and we have this joke that anytime anything happens in the movies, we'll always say it's the nun, it's the
No.
nun. So now, as far as this Hades, it was one that I was really looking forward to, but I really wanted to chase. But I really do appreciate the person who got it for me, and I really appreciate the pop in total because like after this one sold out, like it's really hard to find now.
And who gave this to you?
So these two were from Luis, and this one was actually from Mark. So
Oh, okay, Marky.
yeah, so for people who don't know, those are my roommate and my cousin. So, and I just really appreciate these pops, and I hold them very dear.
Um, well, I don't know about these two. Well, I don't know about this one, but the Caroline looks really nice.
The Coraline looks super
It looks
nice.
really. It's very alike in it is in the movie.
Right,
And
right.
I like how the design, but I like the design of Hades more because
Oh,
Hercules
yeah.
was a great movie.
Dude, Hercules is definitely in my top 3 favorite
Yeah.
Disney movies. So for sure. And this Coraline, I always like how the Diamond Edition looks with all the glitter. It just makes the pop look really nice and pop out.
Yeah.
So that was my first one.
So the first one that I'm presenting is the Joker, and it's a 8-bit, and it's a chase.
Mm-hmm.
The chase, I believe, the outfit's a different color,
Well, no, the chase on this one is that it's metallic.
metallic.
It's metallic, yeah.
So, well, this was a gift from my cousin, and really, we went to the comic book store, it's, Madness Comics in Plano, and I was really wanting to get the pop, and we were trying to look at other stuff and comics and whatnot, and I believe it was down to one thing or the other, which was this one. And I'm like, like I told my cousin, like, hey, can you do me a favor and put this back? I'm not gonna be able to get it. And then we're leaving the store, and then he just hands me the bag with the pop in. He's like, here, how your birthday? I was like, oh, okay, thanks.
Awesome birthday present.
And what's cool about that is this is my first Joker pop. This is my first 8-bit, and this is my first, I guess, chase as a gift.
Nice.
So in a way, I got like 3 in 1, and it's apparently it's a GameStop exclusive.
It is GameStop.
Yeah.
exclusive,
So
yeah.
and I really liked that. I really love the Joker pop, and there's other Joker pops that I would like to get in my collection later on. But I really love that I got this one.
And I am super jelly because that is a very nice pop.
It's very nice.
It's
Yeah.
very nice. And it's in a protector. Remember,
Yes.
always use protection.
Always use protection for pops.
On to the next one.
Next one. Whoa!
Now, for my second selection, I chose my 10-inch Franken Berry.
Bigger than my head.
I know, right? Well, this was actually my very first 10-inch, and there's a crazy story behind this. I did not know. I guess I was randomly entered into a Cyber Monday competition for Funko on the Funko app, and I ended up winning. I don't even know how. I didn't enter anything. I didn't do anything. Maybe it's just because I used their website and I signed up for the website, but I ended up winning a free Cyber Monday bundle. And, you know, I was super worried because it hadn't showed up for like a month after I'd found out, and one day it finally showed up. The first thing I opened, I saw this big box, and I'm like, you know, what's in it? I opened it up, and I didn't know I was going to fall in love with it, but I love this pop. It is my first 10-inch. It is my favorite 10-inch, and I have a 10-inch Thanos, and this is still my favorite. So, cool. You know, that being said, 10 inches may be a little harder to collect because they're a little bigger, but they're definitely worth it if it's the right one. And that's why this is my second. And
this is my wife's favorite.
Yeah. It's a nice one. It's very pink, and it's very Franken Berry-ish. So,
sure.
But on to the next one.
So moving on to mine, I got the Daredevil pop from the Netflix TV show, played by Charlie Cox, and I was able to get this signed at the Fan Expo, Dallas Fan Expo. I can't remember which one, but I got it signed by Charlie Cox, and I have a cool story about that one too. So we were waiting in line, and it took we were in line for a while.
I bet.
But whenever we were getting up to meet him, and we just noticed that he was chatting with each person that was coming up to him. Like he was really talking to everybody and interacting with them.
Sounds like a real nice guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I believe this was April 1st. No, I'm sorry, April 8th, because it was my grandparents' birthday.
Okay.
And I watched the show with my grandpa, and I get him to sign it, and I was like, I want to ask a quick question. Would you be able to do like a video shout out to my grandpa, like at his birthday today?
Right.
And I forgot that he was English. When like I knew he was English, but it kind of threw me off whenever I went up to him, and he's like, I'm not gonna try to attempt the accent, but he pretty much said he can't be able to because with the Marvel contract, he can't do anything with video stuff. Don't know why, but you know that's cool. I respect it. Some people don't. I mean, you can't really force them to do anything, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And he was like, you know what? I can do something for you. He gets a Post-it, and he asks for my grandpa's name, which was Juan. And he writes, Juan, happy birthday. And he signs it at the bottom. And he says, go ahead and take a picture of it, like, with my phone. And then he takes a picture of it with him holding it like this. I could probably put a picture up over here or something. And I was able to keep that Post-it with the signature and able to give it to him, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, so this really made me fall in love with Charlie Cox because he is a great guy. He's a very nice guy, and not only as a person but as an actor portraying that Daredevil character. Oh my! I cannot imagine anyone else playing Daredevil.
He does it so well.
And we actually talked about this in another video. I don't know if it's gonna be before or after this, but at the end of Far From Home, after his identity gets released, Spider-Man. He needs a lawyer, and people were saying like, bring Charlie Cox back for Daredevil, and I'm really hoping for that because he'll do a great job, and oh goodness, I really hope he's in the MCU.
Yeah, I really hope so too. That'd be awesome. I mean, technically, kind of is, but you know, whatever. Tomato. Anyway,
yeah. So I do have a lot of signed pops, but this one I just have like the most fun story about that one. So
nice.
Yeah. So Daredevil.
I respect Charlie Cox a little more after hearing that.
Oh yeah, no, he's a great guy. Great guy. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie. All right, next one,
Mr. Cox. Ooh.
Okay, guys. For our next pop, this is gonna be my Chase Vanya. Now, for those of you who don't know, Vanya's actually a pop from the Umbrella Academy, which recently had a Netflix adaptation, you know, a couple years back, maybe a couple years now.
Yeah.
Or has it been a year? You know, somewhere around there.
Over a year.
They're actually about to release season 2, and I'm super excited for that. But after seeing the show, I went ahead and I bought all the comics. I bought the autobuses, the one that have like the full set of comics in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I read through them all, you know. I've read through the Apocalypse Suite, the Hotel Oblivion, the Dallas. I've read through all of those arcs, and I'm not just in love with the show. I'm also in love with the comics as well. Now, that being said, when Umbrella Academy got announced that they were going to get a pop line, I was so excited. I literally went to my local GameStop that day, and I pre-ordered 2 Vanyas, 2 number 5s, and I don't think I pre-ordered any of the other ones because I felt like they were going to be commons. They were going to be a little easier to obtain. Yeah. Well, it turns out I didn't get the chase from either the Vanya or the number 5. Yeah, it was a sad, sad day. So I ended up having to buy them from my local comic shop because fortunately one of them had the number 5 chase and the other one had the Vanya chase. But this was the first chase that I actually wanted to go after. That I was like, okay, it's a chase, it's cool. But this is the one where I said, I have to have this for my collection. And if I don't have this for my collection, I will never feel like my collection's complete. Mm-hmm. So that's why this one kind of holds sentimental value to me, is just because I ended up having to run around to find this. I think I ended up finding this at like my 4th comic shop that I went to. Mm-hmm. So, that's where it kind of holds that sentimental value, and it just has that adventure feeling to it because I had to run to a couple different places to get it. So.
Now this is really cool, and I also love the show. I'm waiting for season 2. And I believe you do have the number 5.
I chase. Also have the number 5 chase and the glow in the dark Hot Topic Ben. Yes.
And whenever you sent me a picture of this chase, I was so pissed because I was kind of too late on getting the Umbrella Academy because of how popular it was getting and how priced it was getting. And whenever you got that, I was like, "Geez, that's crazy!" Because of how popular the show was.
Right.
So, man, you should be proud of that.
I am. I'm super proud of it. It's in my it's in probably my top 3 as far as collections. But anyway, that's number 3.
You want to react to this?
Oh yeah.
Oh what the fuck was that?
What was that?
You didn't hear that?
I heard it.
It sounded like the clapper.
Yeah, it did.
Like it opened and it sounded like that.
Yeah. Listen, if y'all have ghosts, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Like
we didn't have no weird noises until the nun came in.
Oh no. Oh my god, that's so nice.
So, goodness. The Arrow Unmasked. This is a San Diego Comic-Con edition. Mm-hmm. Limited edition.
Yeah.
And holy shit, this was so hard to get. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but I feel like I paid a good price for it. Well, not a good price, but a reasonable price. I paid a reasonable price because the actor Stephen Amell was going to be coming to the Dallas Fan Expo of this year on my birthday, March 28th. He was only coming for my birthday. Mm-hmm. But with the situation going on, they had postponed it to June. I don't know if they're going to make it to Steve.
I really hope he makes it.
If he does, I have this pop. If not, I love the pop anyway. I love the show. I'm still currently trying to catch up because I like to binge watch it, but I just haven't had the time to watch it right now.
Oh, I finished it. I was really satisfied with that ending. Actually.
Yeah,
you're gonna like it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I already know the concept of what's gonna happen. I'm just not ready for it.
Yeah.
But I love the design. I love the action. I love the outfit that he has on. The unmasked. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, Green Arrow
he looks amazing. He's amazing. It's amazing.
Arrow is my favorite DC live action show, like on CW.
Oh yeah,
Team Arrow. And Stephen Amell hopefully will be signing this soon. And if he won't be in June, then I'm gonna be waiting for him.
Yeah, in my list of actors, Chris Evans. Stephen Amell, like right behind the other.
He actually went on a podcast, and we talked about this. Michael Rosenbaum's Inside of You,
and he had that anxiety attack.
Yeah, and I loved Michael Rosenbaum's podcast before that happened, but when that happened, they were able to talk about it, and I love that because I mean there are people that have dealt with that same situation, and whenever you're getting it from from your role models or people you admire, and knowing that they're going through the same stuff and how they cope with it, I mean, I feel like it's very helpful.
I feel like it definitely makes them more relatable too. So,
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's never good to see somebody go through that, but when you see somebody as big as Stephen Amell go through that and then make it out the other side fine,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it just kind of tells you, oh, you know, if they can do it, why can't I?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, and one last thing, Stephen Amell, from what I know of, he is making a new series. It's a wrestling show. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called Heels.
no, oh,
Yeah, so any Stephen Amell fans that are watching this, and if you don't know this already, Stephen Amell is coming up with a show called Heels. So if you're haven't known, do some research, and you know he's been doing a lot of wrestling stuff with
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
yeah.
So I'll look into that.